What's up, fight fans? And we are back at it with another edition here at Round One Sports TV. I am your host, Edwin, and we are going to be checking out these weigh-ins. Rolly just made weight. I'm catching up to everything right now, so I'm doing it right now. Uh, I'm just interested and curious this weigh-in situation. So let's talk about it. I'm curious right now why the weigh-ins took this long to weigh in. Um, or am I catching it a bit late again? I hope so because the window to weighing in early and getting properly hydrated, you have like a 36-hour window, from the moment you should weigh in at 9 in the morning to entering the ring around 11 o'clock the next day. So that's about 36 hours. So it gives you enough time to get your body fully replenished, meaning, and when you cut weight, we when the first organ in the human body to release all its water is the human brain, and it's the last organ to take the water in. So as you're going through the process of trying to properly hydrate, now there's steps you got to take. You got to get electrolytes, vitamins, water, nutrition, eat, replenish again. This is a process. This is a skill. Cutting weight is an art. Some men can't do it like other men. And some men, when they're younger, they can cut an extreme amount of weight and it seems to have no effect on them. But as you get older, or depending how your body matures, it's all up to the individual, right? So if you weigh in late, what this means is you might not be properly hydrated on fight night. So if Edgar Berlanga is cutting way more weight than Saul Canelo Alvarez, and Edgar Berlanga is a lot big, real big for the division, weigh him in late. You'll hydrate faster, Saul, because you're not cutting so much weight. So you might not be 100% depleted. You cut a little bit of weight, and it's not going to take much for you to hydrate. The more weight you cut, the more water you take out of your body, the more you're like dehydrated, you know? So, I mean, there was a lot of things said about Berlanga looking, though, his appearance in yesterday's press conference when he was dressed in green. You know what I mean? They were saying that he looks a lot, weight drained, right? But that he still had a lot of weight to cut, even though looked weight drained in yesterday's press conference. Now, I was concerned, is he going to be able to make the weight? And is this weight cut going to affect him leading into the fight? If he doesn't get properly hydrated, he's going to be easilier knocked out. Yes, he is. And Saul's going to be better hydrated than him. So I just saw Scooter, Stephen Fulton. He may wait for the 126. He came in 126 exactly. Like I was like, you're moving up to a new weight division. It shouldn't be hard for you to make the weight. But it was he like he was acting like he's the bigger guy. And he had problem making 126. That's gonna be an interesting fight. Stephen Kubo Fulton's opponent. He looks like the type of guy that doesn't understand that, he's expected to lose. Like, I don't think he understands that. Let me get y'all chats up here. Right now, my man in the stash is crazy. What's up, Bam Bam? How you doing? Yeah, I'm watching it. I'm watching it now, but I'm shook to put the volume on or whatever because they're gonna hit me with a copyright. So I'm watching it and I got my little pop-up blocking my screen. So my man that mustache, bro. Yo, listen, you gotta be a crazy dude to wear some shit like that, and you gotta be cool as hell. You just can't get away with that stash. Anyone can do it. All right? And any man with a mustache like that is coming in to fight. Caleb Plant's gonna wipe him down, bro. I think he's gonna wipe him down. And I don't really think he's gonna get the kind of credit but kudos to this guy coming up. I'm not sure in the hardcore boxing world they're gonna consider this a big win for Caleb Plant. As far as me, I like to make things interesting. And I like this guy right here. I like this guy. I like let me ask you, I must ask you a question, right? He's got a puncher's chance, doesn't he? Right? All right then. So I'm gonna go with that. Hmm. What's up? All right, how you doing? In the building. How you doing? Can y'all hear me loud and clear out? Yo, let's hope he makes weight, man. Yo, I made a little video earlier. I had to drop something for y'all. I was supposed to go on at 9 today, right? As soon as I woke up, the missus was like, "Oh, we got that thing. We're gonna." I'm like, "What are you talking about, yo?" I was held captive. All right, look, I was still in my work. I was just helping them move and everything, and I just came back. Look, my man looks ready. My man looks ready. He's brawling. Yo, I'm trying to tell y'all. He said, fuck you. They get it in. Yo. Come on, Caleb. Bill. Sell this fight, Caleb. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Got ourselves a little fight. See, that's healthy shit talking right there. Healthy, good, old shit talking that we need. Roly seems like he's been getting knocked out. He's been shying away from the shit talking, making excuses. Oh, I just arrived in a robe. I'm half asleep. Nah, he's tired of being putting on memes and reels when shit talking gone wrong. And he understands it's time to show up and show out. So I think this is it for Roly. This is it. Roly's gonna have to get in here and I really believe, there's a lot of hardcore fans of Rollies, that are probably going to stick with him through and through. But I really believe that the fans that still stick with him, one of the reasons why they do is because he wins fights. He was winning. So, yeah, I think he's going to have to win this fight. Yeah. If you ask me, yes, he's going to have to win this fight. Man, bam, bro. I, I'm concerned about this weigh-in right now. I think they prolonged it. Look how many fighters are weighing in mad late. Oh, okay. Just in case you're not aware of this, I'm gonna let you guys know if you are. You know, for a regular scheduled fight with no belts, you get one weigh-in. If you miss weight on that time that you step on that scale, you better make sure you're ready. You don't get no other chances to make weight. That's it. You miss weight. For a world title fight, they give you 2 opportunities to make weight. Yes, for any world title fight. Okay? If you miss weight, I think they give you a window of 4 hours. I'm not sure if every organization has the same time, whether it's 2 hours or 4, but I believe if I'm right, I think the window is 4 hours. You have 4 hours to try to, or if they give you the option, at that point, the fighter can opt out. I'm not gonna put my fighter through this. He's not gonna make the weight. We might as well. He's not gonna make it. If I make him cut more weight, I'm just making him suffer more. We'll just take the penalty. That's their option. Or they can choose and say, how much is he off? Half a pound? Bet. Give us the 4 hours. We can shave a half a pound in 4 hours. They'll go to the saunas or try to cut the pound that he's off and what have you. So you do get that option in a world title fight. Okay? So I just want that to be clear. And it's up to the guy to see if he still wants to try to cut that weight. Danny Garcia and Laura's on stage right now. Yo, is it me? Or does Danny Garcia look big as shit? Yo, he's looking eye to eye with Laura like, I might retract what my first initial thought. Hold up. I think Danny's taking that belt. Let's go, Puerto Rico. Yo, let's get a belt. Come on. Where y'all at, PR? Let's get behind Danny. Let me show you Puerto Rican love right now in the chat. Let me get some PRs. Let me get some Spanish flags dropping out. Come on, baby. Let's show the love. Look at Laura. Look at that belt. You see the WBC, they be on some shit. Only Canelo get them tricked out belts. You see that tricked out belt? That's like a WBC commemorating the event. So Berlanga doesn't stand to win that belt. That's not like a real world title. That belt is like a trophy. Like if you defend your belt on top of that, you get this trophy from our organization because we're acknowledging you've been doing a good job representing our WBC world title. And to show the love for you, we trick out some belts for you. But Saul's like the only one that gets it. I mean, he brings in that kind of money. Nobody else is doing that, right? To deserve that kind of treatment, I guess. If you want to, like, yeah, right? But that's them tricked out belts. Let's see if my man makes weight. What do you say? What do you say?
Garcia weighs in at 156 and 1/4
156.
pounds. 156.
156. All right. Bam, y'all. Only Carlos dropped the PR, bro. What's up, Bam? Would you step away from the monitor? Armando, where you at? Let's get some Puerto Rican love here. Come on. Did he make it?
Weighs in at 156 and 3/4 pounds.
156 and three-quarter pounds. 156 and three-quarter pounds. Both 156. Isn't the belt for 160? They both came in like did some extra. He said 156.
Iris Landy Lara and Danny Garcia. What are your thoughts on this matchup, Sergio?
I think it's an evenly matched fight. They've both been inactive. They both are former champions. They've both never been knocked out. Believe it or not, people can look at the cons of this. Like, yeah, the inactivity. These guys are past their prime. I'm looking at the positives, man. The half glass full. Garcia's a power puncher. Lara's become more of a puncher instead of a boxer. I think it's going to be an exciting fight.
For the WBA middleweight championship of the world, Iris Landy, the
And the new.
Lara defending his title.
And you say and the new? And the new
Danny Swift Garcia. Now let's hear from both of our fighters. Once again, hand over the Q&A session to Ray Flores.
Thank you very much, Jimmy, alongside the two-division world champion, Danny Garcia, making his middleweight debut. Danny, how do you feel here at 160 pounds?
I feel great. To me, I'm chasing greatness, going for my third division, and this is what the great fighters do. They go up in weight and chase greatness, and that's why I'm here today, and that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow.
You have beaten the who's who in the sport, two-division world champion, as you mentioned. But if you get your hand raised tomorrow night and become a three-division world champion, would that be the
What's
biggest
up, front line?
accomplishment in your storied career?
Yeah, definitely. When I turned pro, my dream was
What's
to
up,
become
Sky?
a
What up?
two-division world
How you
champion.
doing?
Two's good.
Salute, brother.
Two put you in that category. If you know Danny Garcia, you know what I bring to the table.
How do you get the job done tomorrow night? What's your prediction for your matchup against Edislandi Lara?
I just gotta go in there and beat me. Beat Danny Garcia. Go in
Yeah,
there,
that's it.
set the tempo, have fun, make adjustments, and weather the storm.
Ladies and gentlemen,
It's all really up to like what I think about this Laura situation versus Danny Garcia. Now, both men have been, you know, so to speak. They both have their situations. It really depends on who is in the gym more and who is really more inactive than the other. Okay, who really got off their couch in the last minute when they got the phone call and stuff, and who is training in between. Now, I believe that there are special men in this world that even up in age, like, the Bernard Hopkins, they were able to perform in their 40s pretty good, like really good, and be elite still, so to speak. He still was world champion material, Bernard, at that time. Whether or not, I'm not saying that Laura is, him. I'm saying that there are men that can perform at high levels. Whether or not, this is what I would have to see in the fight. Can Laura take Danny's power punches? And can Danny take his punches at a new weight division? I think this fight, there's going to be a real feel out process here. I think that the fight's going to break out, like I said, in the fourth round between Danny and Laura. I believe that the fight will break out in the fourth round. This fight has a possibility going both ways. It has a possibility of going to 12 rounds, and it also has a possibility of one of these men getting stopped. If I had to say myself which one I believe, what possibility is more likely, I believe Danny would stop him rather than me seeing the fight going, Laura stopping him. I think that would be a bit of a shock for me. I think that Danny is still young enough, strong enough, and he does possess a good ring IQ and enough skill to come and pull off the victory. So we have Saul Canelo Alvarez right now going to be joining the stage with Berlanga, and this is the moment of truth right here to see if Berlanga can make weight in one shot. Let's see what he looks like. I want to see his physical. How much is it? Sometimes, you're going to chase greatness or you're going to, to get this big fight, but at what cost? At what cost? Or what are you putting yourself through to get this fight done? You know? And how bad is it now? What if you pull off the upset if it was this hard to make this kind of weight? Are you going to be this disciplined? And the next time you what defend the titles, or are you gonna do a Buster Douglas, get knocked out your very next title defense? Are you gonna be that kind of champion? So there comes a responsibility with this fight. Shall you win? You have a responsibility to your fans and to yourself as a champion to now to defend those belts. But before we get to that ship, we got to go through this. He's got to get there first. So let me pump my brakes on that kind of talk when we haven't even got through this yet. This is the moment of truth. This is the fight that Edgar Berlanga was yelling for, right? Careful what you ask for. Don't cry wolf. How are you going to respond and perform for something you were asking for? Did Ed Hearns cash in? Why did Top Rank release Berlanga from their contract? Why? They saw something else in him. They didn't see that he was serious with the sport. I think at that time, he started letting the money and the fame get to his head a little too much. But in this sport, in boxing, the beautiful sport, sometimes, sometimes it can bring the best out of that fighter. And as we all know, styles do make fights. Berlanga is young enough, strong enough, and I have seen him box in spurts, in moments, in fights. I talked about this and I said if he's able to sustain that for 36 minutes, let's see. That is something that the world has not seen yet from the young man. And we're putting a lot of expectation on him only because this is what he put on himself. He asked for the fight, he got it. Talk is cheap. You're going to have to back up the things you say. I say this and I will say it again. I'll admit Edgar Berlanga doesn't even have to win this fight, but he does have to give a good account of himself. And I believe that he can win on both sides. It's all up to his performance. How did he look? How seriously? You're going to be able to tell. Does he gas out? Was he prepared? Was he well trained? Well coached? I understand we're asking a lot from the young man. So I'm even willing to give him a benefit of the doubt. 62 people, men, have tried to beat Saul Canelo Alvarez. None of them have knocked him out. Actually, 64 if you want to count the two losses that the men that did beat him. Each man that beat him, we have to admit, they were at the top echelon. Were they not? Is Mayweather not considered one of the best fighters, if not the best boxer of all time? He's in those kind of discussions, whether you agree to it or not. He is in the discussion. Can we agree to that? Bivol, is he not one of the top pound for pound fighters we have today? So when you bring all this to the equation, we find it real hard that Edgar Berlanga is going to come up and pull this upset when we can all admit there were way better fighters that couldn't do it. Man, they didn't even seem to rattle Saul Canelo Alvarez. So we are expecting and asking a lot from him. That's his job. That's what he chose to do as a profession. And here, we're not going to give you any excuses. And we don't want to hear that you weren't ready. We don't want to hear your inexperience. And we don't want to hear any of that. What we want to see is you perform. And we want to see you back up all that stuff you was talking. If you're going to talk like a killer, perform like a killer. Let's see what you got. The stage is yours. The night is yours. Edgar Berlanga, Saul Canelo Alvarez, and let's get it on. This little old lady here, man. Her and her little blonde hair right now. You get in trouble right now and shit. I love you better, baby. Yo, she's been in the game for a minute. Shouts out to her, man. I like her style.
a couple of his sparring partners as we went to Lake Tahoe, and that's exactly what he's working, bringing the defense and working the body. So that's what I'm looking forward to seeing those first 4 rounds.
Great information, Claudia. Let's go back to the stage and Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Welcome to the stage. First, the challenger, proudly representing his Puerto
Claudia.
Rican heritage and hailing from Brooklyn, New York.
The challenger first. Here's the moment of truth.
Please
Come on, YouTube, don't screw me out of this, man, or for some audio. Yo, I'm representing Boxing the Zone. Come on, man.
Berlanga.
I mean, because in other things, they got me for some audio things. And I was like, yo, I think they're going to hit me with that if I do this. Cut it off a little bit. If there's like a time frame or some shit, they're like, oh, he went over 6 seconds. Eh. YouTube executives start bungee jumping through my windows. Get away from the computer. Come on, Berlanga. Ceremonial weigh-in? So you think they already... I hope you right. I hope you right. Look at him. Berlanga looks skinny as hell. All right, Berlanga. All right, enough with the... If he weighs in with the chain on, he already weighed in. Come on, come on, come on, come on. They showing up at the weigh-in now. At that other press conference when he came up with all them Jeeps, they wasn't out there like that. I thought there was gonna be more people and shit. I was like, damn. I think I would have brought the squad with me, Terror Squad. He's had them out there. Like, show the love. Where y'all at? If he takes off the chain and everything, then I think this like weigh-in is like straight up right here. But if he weighs in with like the chain, the glasses on, pants, they already weighed in. That's when like you know. But if they strip down to like, and you start seeing towels come out and shit, that's like the legit one right there. Like he trying to make it right there. Like, yo, Bam, what you was at the weigh-in, Bam? You was next to Saul, huh? You you was dressed. I think there's Bam right there, dressed up in a Berlanga uniform. He's in the back. He's behind the other. You can't see him. He's in behind, so Bam knows what's going on. What up?
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
Throw the Cardians
el orgulloso
throw them
campeón
on
de
real quick.
Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, the 4-division world champion, boxing's first undisputed super middleweight champion, and the current popular unified super middleweight champion of the world, Canelo
Imagine Canelo Alvarez misses weight. He gets stripped of all the belts right there. Yo, they don't even want to give him a second weigh in. No, that's it. No. They'll give that man 3 weigh-ins. They'll adjust the scale. Wait a minute, Canelo. A little bit. Wait. Okay, he made weight. uh, they're doing this to mess with us. All right, the anticipation, because they already know. They already know. All right, because before you come out on stage, your team weighs you to. They don't guess this stuff. Oh, yo, you look about right there. Let's go try. No, they gonna weigh him. They already know that if he can, he can't. Whatever the outcome is, they know. Here comes Saul in his little pajamas, thinking light thoughts right now. Trying to give the impression that he's comfortable, no worries. He's in his pajamas. Of course, he got him initialed. 3 people probably died making those pajamas. You know what I'm saying? The pajamas themselves are hand stitched. Okay, you know. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Them Puerto Rican flags. Come on, get them up. Show the support. Come on, man. It is what it is. You know they counting this. So come on, Berlanga. Let's go.
Another one. Undefeated in his campaign in the ring with a record of 22 wins, no losses, 17.
Look at that red belt, bro. When have you ever seen a belt like that in boxing? It's got like the super middle plaque. Like, yo, if the dude in the back with the belt, if he could, he'd push that guy out of the way. Because he gets paid for every time he gets like showed or whatever, I bet. Right? Oh, he weighed in with the chain. 167. 167. I saw the guy in the back say it. 167.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here is the defending world champion and the superstar of boxing.
Made weight pretty like Canelo. 179. He can't make weight. He's a fat fuck. He's eating a cheeseburger. I don't care.
The reigning and defending unified super middleweight champion of the world.
167 and a half. He'll be 160. Oh, he'll be, yeah. That's what I think Canelo will be. Oh. 169? 166, even lower. Yeah, he may weight comfortably. Canelo looks good. His face looks good. He doesn't look depleted. Nothing. He looks great. He's got a smile on his face. Berlanga looks like he's sucked in, like he's faking the moment, like he's running on like, look at Berlanga. Watch how he blinks. He's blinking. That's signs of dehydration. The Berlanga blinks a lot. Nah, Berlanga's looking, I don't know. He's looks like he's holding up. They're always weak. But even though Saul's putting on a good poker face right now, he's drained right now. He is technically drained. Both these guys are drained. Okay, make no mistake. All right, they're gonna look a lot fuller on fight night. We know this, right? Okay, so look at the eyes there. He's in it. Come on, Berlanga.
They never lie, Todd. Look at the eyes, man. Berlanga, no one's giving him a chance
Mental strength,
in this
strength,
fight. A
Berlanga.
major
Mental
underdog. The
strength.
eyes don't lie, man. Look at that. That kid believes in
Berlanga,
himself, believes in his
you
power.
straight.
Canelo went
You
in there
damn
looking
it!
like
Don't you
this
pull
guy's a
back.
legend. He's gonna be a legend for years. Tomorrow night.
It's push back first. Yeah. That was first. That was the first right there. The battle right there. Saul backed off first. You seen it. You seen it. Oh, we got ourselves a fight.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to hear from both of
Come
our
on,
opponents.
Berlanga, bro.
The challenger and the champion will
Come on, bro. I know I'm asking you a lot from you. I know I am. I know I am, man.
Thank you very much,
Come on,
Jimmy. Well, Edgar,
Berlanga.
you have always craved a moment like this. Now that we are a day away
The
from
moment is already set. It's too big. I can't put no water on this fire. This fire is burning. It's Puerto Rico against Mexico.
from that
There's no there's no way out of it.
Puerto Rico
Look
ready
at
for
this
war.
is on fire. You know.
Como puñeta, como siempre. ¿Me entiendes? Viva Puerto Rico, puñeta. Mañana es guerra. Me gusta esto. I love
This
this
is a
fight.
Latin fight right
I
here.
know a few fighters
Everybody else stay out the way.
belong
You
here.
know what I'm saying? They gotta
Let's
handle
get it. And I'm
business.
ready for it.
This is some Latin shit right here. This is Latin on Latin crime
Let's get the
right
glory.
here. You know what I'm saying?
I'll take away
Yo,
what this
you
decision
know.
means for you, but also you are very proud of your Puerto Rican heritage, but for the entire country of Puerto Rico.
Oh man,
Let's see if Berlanga can give a better account
it's history.
than
Tomorrow,
Jaime Munguia,
all of this right
or
here,
even give us
shit don't stop, man.
better
This
moments.
comes with it, you know. You
Better
gotta go through,
action.
I gotta be
He
grateful for it, you
doesn't
know.
technically have to be
But the
like
glory,
better in the sense
great,
of
man.
the way he throws his
So
punches or how many punches he throws.
so
I think it's based off
I'm
more
thankful for
of
coming in
how
here.
many
I'm
wows do
gonna
you
talk to you.
get out of
22
Berlanga?
and
How
0,
many
undefeated
ooh
to 3-0
moments,
and up in the
and
great
if he can
Saul
deliver
Canelo
those kind of
Alvarez.
moments in this fight,
Knockout.
if he can
And the
execute
rematch,
that,
and in the rematch, we bringing it to New York.
that's what stays with a lot of
Bringing it to New
fans
York. Puerto
sometimes
Rican
are
fans.
individual
Well, see,
moments
Edgar, what
in
fun is
either a
having
match,
fans out there that'll be watching around the world.
an
Check
event,
out Sears T-Mobile
they'll
Arena.
remember that, and you could
Love
capture the
y'all,
hearts
man.
of the fans,
Thank y'all.
of many
Man, I
fans,
love y'all,
in
gang.
just
I
split
love you guys. All the
instance.
haters,
You
all the
know,
supporters
there were
out
a
there,
lot of
man.
people that
Y'all
fought
just make us great.
Saul and
You know,
never
Jesus,
really gave us those
he gonna be king, and
moments.
tomorrow he gonna be king
You
tomorrow.
know,
I love you guys. Thank y'all for the support.
Good luck to Edgar
when
Berlanga tomorrow
Francis
night for the
Ngannou
Team
fought
Sir. We
Tyson
look forward to
Fury,
seeing you
Francis
tonight in this
Ngannou
fight. For Canelo
gave a
Alvarez,
great
he
account of
defeated Edgar
himself,
Berlanga,
and he
ladies and
gave us
gentlemen.
a wow moment, like you get up, holy shit moment, you got up out of your seat moment. And Francis Ngannou
And
lost
now
that
we
fight,
go
and
to
his
the
stock went through the
great
roof.
Saul Canelo
Doesn't matter
Alvarez
what happened after
desde
that,
Guadalajara,
right?
Jalisco,
But in that moment,
México.
it's what he
Saul,
did.
you have fought here on Mexican Independence Day weekend at least 5 times, but now that you are doing it again, what does this mean to
Look,
you?
the shit talking is cheap. Homeboy showed up in his pajamas. You know, we got ourselves a fight tomorrow night. Everybody made weight. Stephen Kubo weight. Rolly, his partner, made weight. Caleb Plant and Trevor made weight. So we have a fight card tomorrow. It's going to be an interesting fight card. I think there will be some fireworks, and perhaps somebody can come and try to steal the night. And that's the anticipation of boxing. So, what do you guys think about this? Are you guys really giving Edgar Berlanga a boxer's chance? And show him the love right now. Show him the love right now and let me know that you give Edgar Berlanga a boxing chance, and give me a fist or 100 in the chat, to show your support, to see if a lot of people are at least giving him that much. or we just conceded in the fact that he's just outgunned, and that there's levels to this. Because I'm sure we all understand that, but we have seen upsets in our lives. We have seen people win fights that should have never won that fight. Never won that fight. They shouldn't even have been in the ring with that person. Buster Douglas should have never been in the ring with Mike Tyson. Never. He never earned it. He shouldn't have been there. He was a cherry pick gone wrong type event, So there have been particular situations in boxing I can admit that I have witnessed with my own two eyes that the little guy, the guy that was heavily the underdog coming into the fight, pulled off a victory. I've seen it. I've seen it. Now, can Edgar Berlanga do as such? That's what we're all going to tune in and see. Let me check in with you guys one time before I shut this down. I just wanted to come in and quickly watch the weigh-ins with you guys, and I wanted to see if both fighters, in fact, actually made weight. Because this right here, doing the weigh-ins this long, this is not a mistake. This is strategy to get the upper hand. They knew Saul Canelo Alvarez was going to make the weight comfortably. Came in, you know, 166. There wasn't a problem. They were trying to get him to really deplete himself and hold him out for a long period of time so that he can't replenish correctly. That's just other ways to get the upper hand without anybody suspecting anything. But hardcore fans, coaches, boxers alike, they all know what's going on right now. We all see it. And this was the first move on the chessboard for Saul Canelo Alvarez and their team. In fact, this was the first move they made. Yeah, in preparation for victory. So, Berlanga, the stage is yours. You made weight. Congratulations. Congratulations to all the men that made weight tonight. I wish them all the best of luck. I hope all of them win, but unfortunately, we can only have one winner in each fight. So, fight fans, listen, I'm on to the next one. After this one, you have been amazing. We will see each other on Saturday and the Notre Dame's world title line. Who's going to win it? Let's find out. I already know because I am Notre Dame's in calling these fights. I'm walking away with the belt again. You guys can't stop me. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Frontline, that was a cute name, but you're never getting it up. Bam! It's gonna go Edwin, real big. You're not gonna even be able to see the screen. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna have flames and stuff on it. I don't know. I'm gonna get real creative. See you guys then.